Now, the team that's going to finish the best of the second place barrel, I guess you would say, is the Cincinnati Reds. Once again, going 36-24. Their manager is David Bell. They have lots of bats, lots of talents, but I don't think they quite have the chemistry yet. They just brought in a lot of pieces this year. They'll be looking to sort of gel together for the next couple of years to really make a push at the title. Their lineup seriously improved from last year. Even though they only added a couple pieces, those couple pieces they added are pretty big if they can perform. So you have Eugenio Suarez, who's their big home run hitter. You bring in Nick Castellanos, double machine from the Cubs. You have Mike Moustakas, who you bring in from the Brewers. Jesse Winker at the DH, Joey Votto. You also have Nick Senzel. And then you have the bright spots in Aristides Aquino, who is the guy who bust onto the scene the last minute of last year. He'll look to DH a little bit this year. He's got that super weird batting stance. They did lose Jose Iglesias in the offseason. As for the starters, this group is elite. I'm just going to say it. This is one of the best rotations in the MLB, I think, if they can all fire on what they should be pitching. Sonny Gray has had a revival since he's come here from his time with the Yankees last year, especially working with Derek Johnson, who was his former pitching coach. Has really sort of given him a facelift. He'll do really well this year, I feel. Trevor Bauer will be looking to rebound and get back to his old form after having sort of a rough go of it last year. Luis Castillo had looked to build on a solid resume, on a solid 3.4 ERA he had last year. You have Wade Miley, who comes in. He'll look to build on some solid years that he's had. And you also have Anthony Desclafani. He'll look to also keep under that 4 ERA mark. They lost Kevin Gossman and Alex Wood in free agency, but honestly, I don't think it really matters. This, to me, is a top 10 rotation in the league if everyone can be living up to the hype that they're expected to. The bullpen, also pretty good. Pedro Strop they bring in from the Cubs. He'll look to revive himself there. Robert Stevenson, Tyler Mahle. You'll see them get some innings in relief. Their closers, Rafael Iglesias. He'll look to get back to his form he did a couple years ago. Michael Lorenzen, though, looks to be the main guy for them. One of those two, either Rafael or Michael Lorenzen. You also see Amir Garrett, who was in the famed Reds-Pirates brawl last year. He'll be looking to get back some of that form. He'll get some setup innings as well. So overall, this team, I think, is really good on the bats, really good pitching-wise. Their bullpen could be a little shaky, but I think that they overall have the talent to beat the Cubs in some head-to-heads, but not quite the experience or the gel to beat the first-place team in this division.